Hi. So I'm trying to figure out if I got this. Okay. So this is sort of like my second video. This one comes on the tail end of me just having a message from Mother, Father, Divine, Omnipotent. And it was sort of hard for me to do this because first off, you're seeing me in my close to unnatural as I can come. And this is only the second of my most bravest moments in life, which is to actually talk to you all about some of the downloads I get. Because not only was I specifically said I needed to do this months ago and I avoided it, but it was a reader who said it. And the moment I heard it, I knew it was my message. So here I am. Because I was told I needed to start talking about the messages that were coming through. So there's where I am. And yes, this is about twin flames. So here's what came to me. Now, I speak to my angels and guides all day long. I am a hermit. I'm a Virgo sun, 13 degrees. I am a Virgo rising, 9 degrees. I am a Leo moon, 24 degrees. And all of everything in my chart is very specific to like 3 or 4 signs. So anyway, on to the thing at hand. You know, for, I don't know, my whole life maybe, I've known I was destined for something. I just didn't know what it was. Of course, I did have the death experience, and that sort of gave me the heads up I needed to know that I was on the right track. I was listening. Even as a young kid, I was listening. So it was no surprise to me, but a surprise to me, when I was dropped like a meteor into this young man's life. And at the same time, I had been sending out a clarion call for a very long time. I'm not even sure that it hadn't been right after that death experience. So all I know is that I noticed that I was very magnetic to people. And I'm not just one gender, but people in general. I'm very personable. I thought, well, maybe that's what it is. Of course, I traveled a lot when I was a little kid. My dad was in construction, so he went, and we went wherever the work was. So I was moved a lot, 13 times in 1 year. I don't try to remember every year, but that was, I believe, the most we ever moved around. But I was able to go to a new town, to a new school, and immediately I could intermingle with everybody. And they didn't feel awkward because I was the new girl, and I didn't feel awkward because I always had this personality, which was, I never met a stranger, ever. Still to this very day, I never meet a stranger. And I was never afraid to embrace, even if embarrassed me, who I was. That only happened much later as I started to realize I was not a convenient person. I was an inconvenient person. So I had started to judge myself differently. And I think those are all part of the lessons we're learning right now as we elevate, bringing me back to the idea of the twin flames. Yes, so I knew something was going on. But then when this meteor drop happened. And then we got the twin flame magnetic pole. And at the same time that happened, I got a YouTube alert that said that there had been a twin flame reunion. And now I didn't know what a twin flame was to save my ass. I had no idea. But, and by the way, I asked him, because we were on a text conversation, and he said he had no idea. He'd never heard, but we both felt the magnetism, by damn. Both of us felt it. So, it was a trip. I ain't gonna lie. Nonetheless, the thing is that this was not just one-dimensional, was not just, how will we describe this? Multidimensional? Perhaps that's the best way. So, all right, we have this multidimensional thing going on. We're typing, texting back and forth on the internet, waves of energy. And here I am in my mind's eye. My third eye is very, 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 very activated. It's like a filing cabinet in here for God's plans. So, all right, here I am. And I literally, not only can I, the magnet is just huge. And at the same time, I'm reading this text, I get this image in my mind of the sign of like somebody throwing glitter onto Elmer's glue, and the word marriage coming up in bright red sparkles. And then it was like somebody came and blew it away. That came into my third eye. I watched that while I just read that text and had that magnetic attraction. It was very odd. So nonetheless, that gave me a heads up. Well, I think I've been intuitive my whole life. I just was always sort of told, keep your head down. Keep your head down, which always made me wonder why. Well, yet I always felt like I was cut out for something. I just didn't know what. So there's always been this me being a little on the cautious side that, you know, I don't do something to spoil the plan. So I'm like, okay, well, the plan is coming together. I've been getting hints, little pieces here and there that connect, but not quite fully. But no more. This journey has awakened me to the fact that not only did I believe right at that moment that this was the beginning of a power couple, because as you will get to know in my life, I have come from a place where I served the military for 7 years. I'm not perfect, by the way. I have my, if you want to know skeletons, I have my own share, okay? But I've had all of these different things going on in my life that I was told I was going to be prepared for this. And I always wondered, what? Prepared for what? Well, now here we are. So, come to find out, you know, always saw, and everyone I ever met, I wonder if we'd make a good partnership. Now, I didn't do that when I was married, and I've been married twice. But every time I wasn't married, I was very hesitant. There's the Virgo in me. But yet I was always asking Spirit, is this my partner? And so I was asking this question before I ever had this twin flame experience. So more unveiled to me today, not that long ago. Come to find out, these were all very important puzzle pieces, because now come to find out that there is a 12-tribe reunion. The 12 tribes, which make up the 144,000. They're all reuniting. It may take several lifetimes, But the fact is that it's starting now. That the purpose for my particular job for being here, my contract, is about teaching people how much love can transform things. Just the act of love alone can transform and build and create anything. It is God in manifest form. That very thought alone is a mind-blowing thing. To some people, it's just sinful to even contemplate the idea. Yet, that is the reality. So now I'm all of a sudden I'm going, okay, and every single thing that is happening is about choice. I listen to my tarot card readings a lot and have for 6 months, which has taught me an enormous amount. And what I find is that in the end of the day, you can either be influenced by people or you can be the influencer of people. And that is what this power couple is about. Because from the time this journey started, and I'm not joking you, from the time this journey started, I have ever recorded anything. Every word I've ever written, I have it all. It's like a manuscript. And that was the first thing that happened. Because, of course, remember, I had no communication and have had no communication to this very moment with my twin flame, past our tower moment at the very beginning. And yet, if you go to tarot and you pull up anything that has to do with a Scorpio, a Leo, a Virgo, and there may be several others, but I'm not going to be able to identify those accurately since I'm not my twin flame in that sliver form. So, having said that, if you go to any one of those and pull it up for a month ago, you will hear basically the story I have fallen for. Now, it gave me a good platform to start from. And so there were a lot of different plot lines because we're talking about collective energy here, folks. Not an individual person's reading of their life, a collective energy, which means you must be totally discerning about what you are listening to. And it took me a little minute. I mean, I had never done tarot before in my entire life. And I am 68 years old, folks. I am not ashamed anymore. I am what I am, but I do not believe that I will not have a shiny penny face soon enough. Because I do believe that part of this whole contract for me was rejuvenating. So I'm staying with that plan because so far anything I've agreed to that gets offered to me, I know is on the way. So it's coming. My day is coming. So what I would say to you is, if you are still watching this, then I've come out of the closet and I'm actually doing what I was told to do. Oh my God. My, what do they call them? My ascended folks are all applauding me because they saw this in me a long time ago. And anyone who knows me or has been around me or has lived near me can say that this is me. This is who I am. So all I can say at this point is there is a formation getting ready to happen. We all know because we've seen, I didn't know till six months ago, but we've all seen in this life, there's a lot of pulling together here. It's all coming together beautifully and it's coming together fast. So all I can say is that me, myself, and my twin flame, we are on our way to being reunited. Now, if he sees this, he's going to say, and who said I wanted to do this? I don't know, folks. I'm just the messenger. I am just the messenger. Don't kill the messenger. Because I'm telling you, this all just got downloaded to me. This is my purpose. He and I are to be doing this subject. Because this is the transformation. This is the bringing together of the twin flames for each of the 12 tribes. And in doing so, because I said, well, how do you take 8 billion people and get them down into the 12 tribes with 144,000? Please tell me how that's done. Mathematically, I know I'm not mathematical. My dad was mathematical. I just want to see a picture. So they gave me a picture. It was beautiful. It may take several generations. But what's happening is karmas are removed. Karmics are removed. People start to blend back into their soul tribes. They start to reunite. And as they reunite, so too do all the slivers. And as the slivers start to reunite, the 12 tribes come back together. Beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Yes, I would say Aquarian age is probably graduation day when we're actually all back in one tribe, one sliver, one energy, united. But that is what I was told. So I have, thank you, Lord, committed to my cause. Happily, I am now on my path, having achieved my own graduation. Thank you and good night.